So this is my brand new Kawasaki Vulcan S 650. Picked up from Bournemouth Kawasaki. I'm going to take it home, run it in for a little bit. It's got a 500-mile run-in service interval. So I've got to take it really easy to begin with. But hopefully we'll get out on the bike soon and we'll get you some good footage. I'll give you a full shakedown of what this bike is like. Right, so here is my second motorbike. I went for the Kawasaki Vulcan S 650 rather than the Honda Rebel. So let's get on the bike and get it back home. I've literally just picked this bike up from Bournemouth Kawasaki. Big thank you to Pete, the managing director, for sorting everything out, making it a nice easy sale for me. So let's turn it on. Now at the moment the bike doesn't have the performance exhaust that it should have come with. Apparently there's a bit of a backlog on that exhaust. So when it comes in for its first service, that is when I'll be getting that exhaust put on the motorcycle. So at the moment it's just running the standard exhaust. So the reasons I went for the Kawasaki Vulcan over the Honda Rebel, I think you could pretty much judge from my first video, was the fact that just the ergonomics of it, the Vulcan fits me a lot better. It feels more comfortable. I think it looks a lot nicer. So that is the reason that I went for the Vulcan. Now it is brand new. There was only 2 miles on the bike when I picked it up. It's now at 3 miles. So I've got to do quite a bit of running in on this engine. It's got its first service at 500 miles. And the chaps at Kawasaki have said they'll be looking at about a month for that exhaust to turn up. So I've got a little bit of time to get used to it. And in a way, the good thing about waiting a month for that new exhaust is that I'll find out what it sounds like with the standard exhaust. So then when it comes to putting the performance exhaust on, which is more for sound than anything, I should hear quite a noticeable difference. Now that is one thing I have got to get used to, is the brakes, because they are still being bedded in. So the brakes are going to take a little bit of getting used to. So I'm going to have to plan where my braking point is, because I don't want to knacker the brakes out. I've lost my train of thought now. Completely lost my train of thought. Now the other nice thing about this bike is you can be completely flat-footed, which is fantastic. So I've definitely made the right decision getting the Kawasaki Vulcan. I really do like this bike. Now if you have watched the first video, it is purely a bike that I can just get on, enjoy riding. The Honda, the CVF 1000 I've got, is a brilliant bike. Do not get me wrong, it is a fantastic bike. But it is becoming a bit more of a workhorse. It's a bit boring riding it now because I ride it every day. So I want something where I can actually just enjoy. And I definitely know that this bike is going to give me just what I'm after. Now it is very strange being sat down so low on this bike. Being used to the touring style adventure bikes where you're up nice and high, it is really, really bizarre. Now it's really nice of Pete at Bournemouth Kawasaki to have put me on the demo insurance for 2 hours, because I was phoning up the insurance company to try and get things sorted, because it's a brand new bike. They didn't have the registration on the system yet, so I had to phone them. I was on the phone for like half an hour and I just didn't get anywhere. So to get me on the road, I jumped on their policy and it's all worked out nicely. Now I think this setup is quite nice. My arms are slightly stretched forward, so I might have to adjust the handles and bring them down slightly so I'm at a bit of a lower position. but the legs feels good, the seat feels good, so I don't think I'm gonna have to worry too much about getting this bike set up in for my riding style. You really can feel those brakes, they do need bedding in. One thing that is really going to take a bit of time to get used to is putting your feet back up on the pegs when you pull away. I keep wanting to go a little bit further back, but again, like I said in the first video, it's just going to take time. I've just got to get used to riding this position. I've never had a cruiser style bike before. Well, so she pulls away quite comfortably in second gear. Not that I really want to pull away in second gear. It is really difficult to try and keep those revs low when you're just riding. So I've been on the bike about 15 minutes now, thoroughly enjoying it. It is really nice. It's just a fun bike to ride. So I'm really looking forward to taking this back for its first service, get the oil changed, get that new exhaust on, and then it'll be ready to go properly. So we've got a little ride around Bournemouth to start with, take a scenic tour back home, show you a bit of Bournemouth. But yeah, this Kawasaki Vulcan feels nice. Look at that beautiful view over East Cliff. What a lovely day, lovely day in Bournemouth. Right, so with this bike I'm going to be doing some good reviews, give you a good walk round, talk through the bike. I'll be doing living with the bike over a period of time, what I like about the bike, what I don't like about the bike. Hopefully a well-informed review, so if you are in the market for a Kawasaki Vulcan, you can make your own mind up based on this review, because there aren't many reviews in the UK on this bike. From what I've seen across the YouTube platform, they all seem to be from America. Let's face it, if you're in the UK, you don't want to be watching an American review. You want to see a UK review, see what it's like on our roads from a rider in our position.